I grew up in the slums of Kampala in a small place called Mutungo. I grew up with family, but when you look at Uganda, everyone is raised by the community. You would have your parents, but you spend a lot of time at your friends' houses and all that. Sometimes you sleep there and all your friends can also sleep at your place. It's like a communal support. Everyone is a nanny for everyone. So that's how I grew up. I started playing music when I was singing. I started at 15, but being musical, I started at 11. That's when I started getting signs that something is going on musically about me. My first exposure to Western music was when I was really grown up. I was a nanny for my cousin and I was cleaning his house. And I found this CD that had Michael Jackson, We Are the World. I didn't know how to use a DVD player, so I asked him to play me the CD, and I was mind blown. I was like, how are these people sounding in one tune? They have different voices. So that was my biggest exposure to Western music. It was local. Sometimes you hear a Western song, but I didn't much think about it. It didn't really carry me because you just hear it on a random radio. But seeing it physically, these people singing, was totally different. After watching that thing, I was like, if all those people's voices are in that tune, my voice too can fit in a tune. That's what gave me the confidence. It didn't come as a plan. I just always saw things different. I was like, okay, I've listened to these people sing. I want to go to the world where they make this, because Uganda has many tribes and many cultural instruments. So that music, Western music, was not really a big thing. So my mind wanted to go to a place where this music is made from. And that's how the opportunity came up when I was singing for homeless children on the streets of Kampala, and we recorded a video and posted it on Facebook. And I got the opportunity to sing on a boat through the videos I was posting on Facebook. It was scary and fun. There was a lot of food I'd ever seen in my whole life. So it was really life-changing. But after a few months, I was like, I don't want to be stuck on a boat, because I was there for 6 months. I ended up in Austin as a volunteer for a refugee home, as a singer, free singer. And then when I landed there, I didn't know even about Texas. I just saw people holding guitars, and then I was like, guys, what's going on? They told me it's called South by Southwest. And I was like, well, I don't think I'm going to leave this place. Whatever plan I have has to start here. Dan Auerbach just sent me a message. His team sent me a message. I don't know if it came from him or his team, asking where I was. And I happened to be in Austin, Texas, which made it really easy for me to go to Nashville and work with Dan Auerbach. Dan met me through a video on Instagram and reached out. He said he was going to bed and my video popped up on his phone. No, I'd never heard of that name before, nor even the band. I had to ask my friend I play football with. I was like, do you know this guy? It's like, yeah, that's the message you have to respond to. So I responded, and working with this guy is amazing. You get a pure sound out of, Dan Auerbach in the studio, which is really amazing. Yeah, most of the songs are happy songs. And the reason for choosing happy songs is because of me moving to a new culture, and you realize that according to how you grew up, you didn't have nothing, but people were more happy. And then you come in a place where for you see it as an opportunity, but people were not happy. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make an album that is just happy songs or inspiring, uplifting. Yeah. And that's what the whole album is about. I use moments that are not happy and turn it to a happy song. It means a lot, because I can't even imagine. I would be in Uganda chilling or already married with like 4 kids or 5. But I chose path of music, and it's taking me countries that I've never dreamt of even stepping in at all. So it's a really big pleasure to experience that. To me, it's about a story of moment. You just share a moment of a song with your instrument about that specific moment that inspired you to make a song. Yeah, I'll tell Jon Muq to believe in himself, because when I started seeing all those signs of music, I didn't grow around an environment that gave me options to realize who I am. Like in America, for example, kids are taken to a lot of stuff for parents to figure out who they are. So I didn't have that. So I'll tell Jon Muq, just follow your instinct and your passion. It won't let you down. Yeah, choosing a community is really challenging because it's full of lessons. The community I had in Uganda, it's just the life you grew in, which doesn't really need many lessons because it's what you grew up seeing. But the community I've moved to, it's challenging everywhere you go. You know, you have to learn people, you have to understand communities that are individual, you know, where in Uganda I would say, hi everyone, and everyone responds. But for example, where in the community I live in Austin, you have to know everyone individually because everyone is like a masterpiece of themselves. So yeah, people are free, people are sweet and nice, and everyone is just chilling, which is totally different from where I live in Austin. So I can tell that people here are chill. Anyone starts a conversation real quick. Yeah.
Have you been to the beach?
No, I haven't, but it's the plan after performing today. I don't swim though, I don't trust sharks, but I can watch the beach.